Jim, it's finished Southport 1, Farsley 1. Bit of a scrappy non-event game, really, wasn't it? Nothing seemed to be happening.
Yeah, it just felt a little bit flat, bit weird. You know, and I see the lads in the changing room there. They seem worse now than what they do when they've lost the game. Mm-hmm. You know, they're so down on themselves. But listen, you're not always going to get what you deserve. I think we've probably just done enough to win the game, but without really testing their keeper or getting enough efforts on goal. We've probably had about 80% of the ball. We're trying to change the style and play a little bit more, which there's good evidence in that. I just think at that top end, the final third, we just needed a little bit more than what we got. You know, whether that be like a Sonny Hilton type game, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? You can get on the half turn and do little bits. But you know, we looked at them. They're missing probably the biggest centre half tonight. We're missing 3, so, which is an issue in itself.
Before the start, you had to switch it around.
With Tom Moore, he's just been struggling a bit with his groin, and you know we give him a little test and we thought he'd get through it, but he's in the warm up, it just wasn't right, so you can't take that. You know, that chance. So we're missing him and Keno and Harry Flowers, so we're a little bit makeshift. But you know, I said to the lads before the games, and I'll take responsibility for it. We want to keep the ball. You know, there's no good trying to get into a battle with Farsley Celtic. You know, they're a big, strong, physical side. They ask questions of you. They have got the long throw. They have scored a few goals from set plays. You know, scored one at the weekend. So, you know, we spoke about moving them around. It's their 7th away game on the spin. You know, let's try and drain the energy levels. But typical of us, and I think it's 7 games now, and in 4 of them, we've conceded with the first shot on target.
It was, yeah.
And the only shot tonight was the same with Spennymoor. You know, it was the same against Hereford, it was the same against Chorley. You know, the first shot on target's gone on the back of our net, so you're behind the 8 ball straight away, and certainly in a game like that. Because at half time we spoke a few little bits, you know, which would help us. I thought, you know, back third into middle third we were good. Middle third into the final third we were good, but when we got in there, can be better, but it's work in progress. But when we got in there, it was just that final little bit. You know, great move to get Doherty, and Doherty's got a sweet left foot. You go and just put it right on Carver's foot and he taps it in, and he just puts it a little bit behind him. It's just little bits like that. It's not having a go at Jack, to be on, you know, to be fair to him. It's you know, there's a couple of bits like that where we just didn't have that final little bit. Right at the end there with Sunday come on, done great to go around the outside, lose his marker, get into the box, you think, go on, last minute, go and tee it up for someone for the tapping. But it wasn't to be, so as I say, everyone's flat. It's like everyone's expecting us just to be Farsley Celtic because of they've sacked the manager. They've won 3 out of 6.
You never know which way that's going to go, do you?
And you know, there's no easy games at the level. They've come today, they've defended for their lives, and we've had all the ball, we've found out how to break down, we've kept plugging away. We maybe could have got the balance a little bit better when Proctor come on with regards to just keeping it or getting it into him a little bit more. But that's where we've got to get better. But, you know, ultimately we haven't lost the game because we could have easily gone 1-0 down, and as I say, first shot on target, we could have crumbled, you know, because it was just, you're thinking, oh. But the lads, you know, kept on top of it. They're all working hard, they all care, they're in there now. It felt, as I was a little bit late coming back in, it felt like a defeat.
Really, yeah.
But one of them just said, no, we've set our standards higher than that. You know, we want.
That's what we want, isn't it?
That's what we want. They're all honest lads, so they're giving it a low, but it just felt flat around the place. It was weird. And whether that was expectation or whatever, but you know, we've tried our best, we've tried to play good football, we've created 1 or 2 chances, probably haven't tested the keeper as much as what we'd like to, but thankfully we got something from a set play at the end where Phyllis Kirk's coming up good in those situations, and he seems to have the knack of being on the right spot, you know, 2 yards out. Speak to the lads all the time, but everyone wants to score the first phase header, an ideal header where it comes in, you go bang and put it in, or a volley or whatever. And more goals are probably scored second phase, where someone heads it down and you've got to come alive in that 6-yard box just to get it over the line. That's what Philly's done, so really pleased for them. Really pleased for all the lads, because they definitely didn't deserve to lose the game. I think it is one shot on target, and we've conceded the goal. I didn't even see it, can't comment. Because as Jack Stafford come this side and he turned away, I sort of moved myself, and then next thing you hear the bench go flat and a little chair go up, and I thought, how's that gone in? So I'll have to see that back. But listen, it's as I say, we've given our best, we took a point. It's 2 games unbeaten now, let's go and try and win on Saturday. It's as simple as that.
Talking about Saturday, we've got Radcliffe on Saturday. I understand they've lost 4-2 tonight, and 28 goals been involved in their games, so in the first 7 games. So don't know what that means, whether it's good or bad, but it's going to be an entertaining game for the fans, really, shouldn't it? Yeah.
They've come up, they've done great to get promoted. Ben and John will know the game. Had loads of promotions at the level they've come up. They found it difficult to be the second from bottom. You see there's something like 18 goals, so the worst than us in that department. So, but yeah, they're capable of scoring goals. Likes of Hancock, Hume.
Very experienced squad, haven't they?
Yeah, they have, and they've invested. They've gone off the plays, and fair play to them. The club on the up, and they haven't had the best of starts, but got 2 good lads who are running the club for them. We know the game inside out, so we've got to guard against that. It'll be a tough game. Like I say, every game's tough. We can't just go, well, we'll have a little bit more investments and suddenly we're going to start turning teams over willy-nilly. We've just beat a full-time side on Saturday who are having a bit of a go. Yeah. When you look at other teams in the past who've been full-time and been down the bottom, or it's there's more full-time clubs now. There's more hybrid sides. There's probably more ambition. You got clubs who are thereabouts every year steadily. The likes of Brackley, Alfreton, as I keep saying, Kidderminster coming down. It's a tough league. But we feel that we're better this season. We're playing better football. We're creating, we're scoring goals. I think it was this stage last season. It was my first game, and we'd only scored 2 in the first 6. Defensively we haven't been good enough. But we're creating, we're scoring. So we could take the point tonight. It's one of them where you just go, right, get what you're given, pick the bones out of it, move on, get back on Thursday, and all our energies going to Radcliffe for home on Saturday, which will be another tough game against the team that are probably, based on their ambition and what they've done and the winning mentality that they've built up over the last 12 months, in a false position, but that's the league. They've probably found that, look at Needham Market. What a win for them tonight.
Fantastic result.
Back-to-back wins.
Coop and Buster that one, wasn't it?
Brilliant. I thought Hereford were excellent when he played us here. Then Needham go there and beat them 1-0. So it's just the way it is. The division is absolutely mad. But we take it to point. We're 2 unbeaten. Something to build on. Another home game Saturday. Let's be positive. Let's come out. Let's get behind the lads on the pitch at any one time, and let's go and try and win. Just
a quick thought on the FA Cup draw. I believe Hyde have beaten FC United tonight.
Yeah, someone just mentioned that.
So we've got them to come. Nice for the Spooners.
Yeah, nice one for Callum Spooners, Dad. But it'll be a tough game. I had little Jack Redshaw for years at Morecambe. He's banging loads of goals and still there. And they've lost 1 or 2 of the better players. Obviously, we've took Callum, and they've lost a couple of centre halves. I think one of them's definitely at Radcliffe. One went somewhere else, can't remember. But Lewis Alexander, another one who was there last year, he's moved on. So they've lost players. They had a good season last season, so they're doing something right because they're about to get. So it'll be a tough game. But we're at home, so it could have been better. It could have been worse. That's usually the way it is, isn't it? We could have gone to Spennymoor away or Scunthorpe away or whatever. Or, no disrespect, we could have got the lowest ranked side at home, but Hyde will be a tough game. We certainly won't underestimate them, but all our energies are on Saturday, Radcliffe. That's the next game, and that's the most important one.
Brilliant. Thanks, Jim.